Greetings, yogis, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Nataki, and this is Melanated Movements, where we focus on mindful movements using yoga, massage, self-massage, mobility, and strength-building practices. Today, we will focus on building strength. So this is a strength-building practice combining yoga and weights. So you'll need some weights. You can decide what works best for you. I will be using both 10 and 5-pound weights today, just transitioning through them throughout the practice. Again, this is up to you which weights you want to use. So you can, if you're a beginner, you can start off with 5 pounds and then just increase from there. Or you can eliminate the weights and just use your body weight. Let's get started. Making sure you have your water and weights close by. Definitely want to stay hydrated. So starting on our backs in a reverse tabletop positions, knees directly over hips. We're going to extend our legs and our arms. As we inhale, exhale, bend the knees, arms by your side. Continuing this extension and flexion. As we breathe in, extend, exhale, arms down. Let's start to flutter the arms, extend the legs, holding for a breath. Exhale, bend the knees. Going back to that extension and flexion, arms extend and legs extend. These extension crunches stretch the entire body and warm up the core. On your next exhale, extend arms and legs and hold for 2 breaths. Inhale, crunch, hugging knees to chest. You can rock left to right if that feels good. Let's grab our 10-pound weights, or you can go with 5 pounds or even no weights at all, your choice. Keeping the elbows by your side, exhale, extend, inhale, bring weights towards the chest. Moving mindfully, breathing as you move. Keeping that lower back grounded into the mat, knees over hips. Exhale, keeping the arms extended. Let's start with toe taps, right, then left. Breathing as you move. We'll go through 3 rounds of breath, tapping each foot right and left. Now holding in a tabletop, we'll start to add a crunch. Crunch, coming forward, touching knees, and then tapping right and left foot. One last crunch on the inhale, extend arms and legs and hold for a breath. Continue, inhale, crunch, exhale, extend. Continue for 4 more breaths, keeping knees over hips, lower back grounded. Exhale, crunch and hold for a breath. Exhale, extend the legs, arms overhead. We're going to use the weight in our core to sit up mindfully. Keeping weights in hand, arm extended. We're going to pulse here, drawing the belly in on the inhale, exhale, coming forward. Going as far back as you feel comfortable. Keeping that 45-degree angle. One last pulse, and we're going to start to bend the knees, coming into a boat pose for Russian twist. Twisting and lengthening, extending each leg as you twist. Breathing and moving. We're really working the core. If you need to stop for some water, please do so. Bring the knees down, arms extended. we're going to start to pulse, bringing the arms overhead this time. One last pulse, continuing the sequence back to boat for Russian twist. 3 more rounds of breath. Exhale, extend. Inhale, bend. Extend the legs for our last sequence of overhead pulse for 3 more rounds of breath. Awesome job. We're going to start to come down to our backs for some bridge pulses with weights. Weights rest just above the thighs, supporting them with the palms, keeping the feet grounded, knees over ankles. Let's start to bring the weights to the chest for some chest thrusts. Let's transition weights back onto the thighs, extending each leg as we breathe, keeping those hips up into that bridge position, keeping that upper back grounded and steady. Hips come down. Next inhale, bringing the hips back up, weights overhead for bridge pulse. 3 rounds of breath. On your next exhale, bring the hips back down and prepare for crunches with leg extensions. Extending the legs on the exhale. Inhale, bringing the arms and weights back to center and crunch. Keeping the knees over the hips. Continue for 3 more rounds of breath. All right, we did it. Let's get rid of those weights, moving them aside and away from you. Start to hug the knees towards the chest, maybe drawing circles with the knees, massaging that lower back. Let's go ahead and hug one knee in towards the chest, drawing circles with the ankle. One way, then the other. Drawing circles with the knee, getting into the hip. That right hip. When you're ready, take the right arm out like a T. And we're going to start to bring that knee towards the left as we look right. Bring it back to center, extending the leg. Maybe drawing circles again. And exhale, lower. Let's do that sequence on the other side. Opening up, lengthening those hip muscles. Resetting that lower back. This should feel so good after all the work we did. Go ahead and start to twist, extending that arm, looking right. Bringing the leg back to center, extending the leg, drawing circles with the ankle. And on the exhale, lowering that leg long. Go ahead and bend the knees, or you can keep them long, bringing the arms overhead for a spinal twist. You can rock the arms left to right, bending the knees, bringing them in towards the chest. We're going to start to rock up into a boat pose. holding that boat for a breath or 2 or 3. When you're ready, go ahead and hug the knees once more, coming to a comfortable seat position. Now lengthen through that back and chest, so bringing the palms towards the lower back, open up through the chest. Crossing legs, the other side, doing the same thing. Inhale and exhale, come forward. Getting into the lower back and hips, as well as the chest. When you're ready, let's go ahead and come down onto the belly, coming into a Sphinx pose. Just bringing the shoulder right and then left to center as we gaze over the shoulder. Getting into the upper back and shoulders. When you're ready, extend through the arms and then come back down. Can do that twice more. Let's take this opportunity to grab a sip of water before we get into our next pose. Let's go ahead and come to all fours and start to lift the hips, straighten the legs, coming into our downward dog. Start to pedal out that dog, bending one knee, then the other, breathing as you move. Coming into stillness, let's start to bring the weight into the balls of the feet, lifting the heels, bringing them to the right and then to the left. Stretching out the upper back and lower back. When you're ready, we're going to start to walk the feet towards the palms, coming into a forward fold, bringing the arms or hands to the elbows, creating a weight, rocking left to right, and slowly come up, one vertebrae at a time. Head comes up last. Let's take a few shoulder rolls, breathing, opening up that upper body. Take the palms to the lower back. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, palms to heart center. Let's go ahead and grab our weights. Again, yogi's choice. I'm using 2 5-pound weights for this sequence. We're going to bring that left foot back, coming into a lunge, bending through the elbows, keeping the weights in front of your chest. Let's go ahead and drop the weights, bringing them back and forward as we lift the leg, bending the knee. Let's do that again. Coming into a lunge, bringing the weights back. Exhale, inhale, bend into the weights, the elbows, bend the knee, knee towards the chest. Let's do that 3 more times, breathing as we move. Exhale, bring it back into a lunge, arms back, open up through the chest. Inhale, bend through the elbows, lifting that knee on the exhale, arms overhead. Three more rounds of breath and movement. Moving as slow or as fast as your breath, moving mindfully, extending through each joint and muscle. Exhale, come back to standing. We're going to take the feet wider than the hips for some bended knee side splits. Bring the weights directly in front of you and start to straighten one leg, bending the other, keeping the feet flexed. Exhale as you bend the knee, coming down as far as feels comfortable. Shifting your weight from right to left. Coming to center in goddess, let's work the chest, opening and closing, keeping those elbows tight. Inhale, straighten the legs, arms overhead. Exhale, out like a T. Inhale, back to center. Continue that sequence, breathing and moving. Inhale up, exhale down and in. We're working the chest, core, and thighs. Next, exhale, bringing the weights in front of the chest, elbows bent. Let's get ready for some squats. We're here for 5 rounds of breath. Exhale, bring those weights down. We're going to place our palms on our knees and start to inhale, right shoulder center, exhale, left. Inhale back to center, straighten the legs, bring the arms overhead. Exhale, arms by your side, plie. Exhale, go ahead and fold forward, arms in front. We're going to take an inhale and start to bring that left arm up with the weight, and then right arm up. Breathing as you move. Keeping a slight bend in the knees, protecting that lower back. Opening up through the chest as you bring the weight in line with the shoulders. On the exhale, keeping the weights grounded, start to walk the palms towards that right foot, center, and then to the left foot. Breathing here, stretching out the legs and lower back. On the next exhale, start to walk the feet as wide as the hips, taking either palm to either elbow, swaying left to right, getting into that lower back, releasing any leftover tension. When you're ready, release those palms and start to roll up one vertebrae at a time, taking the palms to the lower back, opening up through the chest. Exhale, fold. Inhale, open, taking the palms to the lower back, open that chest, and shake it all out. Great job. Let's go ahead and grab those weights. We're going to do that same sequence on the opposite side, taking that foot back for a lunge. Exhale, inhale, taking the foot up, knee to chest, arms up. Breathing and moving. One more round of breath. We're going to take the feet parallel with the mat, wider than the hips, for another round of bended knee splits. Shifting the weight from right to left, keeping the extended leg, foot flexed. On the next exhale, bending both knees, keeping the weights in front of the chest. Let's prepare for chest openers. Inhale, open, exhale, close. Breathing and moving. Adding overhead extensions. Inhale, over weights overhead. Exhale, down to center and close. Bending those knees as you bring the weights in front of the chest. Moving mindfully. Last round of movement and breath. Sinking into the hips, bending the knees, keeping the feet pointed outwards. Let's prepare for squat pulses. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend into the knees. Keeping those weights directly in front of the chest. You can go ahead and bring those weights down in front of you. Keeping the weights on the floor, we're going to bring the palms to the knees, bringing the right shoulder center and left, opening up through the chest and the hips. Breathing here. Go ahead and sink into the hips. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, bend into the knees. Inhale up. Exhale, bend. Let's do one more round. On the next exhale, folding forward, lifting up those weights. Let's go ahead and bring that right arm up. Exhale down and left arm up. Exhale down. Keeping the shoulders in aligned. Placing the weights down again in front of you. You can start to walk the palms to the right foot. Exhale to the left. Just stretching out the hips, hamstrings, and calves. You can heel toe the feet together and start to rock left to right. And on the next inhale, roll up one vertebrae at a time. Open up through the chest. Arms up, and exhale, thumbs to heart center. One more inhale, arms up, and exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold. We're going to plant the palms in front of you. Go ahead and take the right and left foot back, coming into a plank. Either holding for a breath or rocking forward and back. On the next exhale, bringing the knees down and bringing it back to child's pose. On the inhale, bringing the body forward, open up through the chest, cobra. Exhale, back to child. Breathing and moving in this sequence as you inhale, open up through the chest. Exhale, child's pose. Staying in child's pose, we're going to walk the palms to the left, stretching out the side body. And when you're ready, walk them to the right, stretching out that left side body. And back to center. One last stretch as we breathe. On the next inhale, bring it back up to all fours. We're going to do some cat-cows here. Pushing into the mat as you open up through the... Exhale, bring the weight to the left palm and lift the right. Exhale, thread it through. Inhale, lifting the arm, follow with the gaze. On the exhale, start to draw circles with that arm one way, then the other. Gently place it down and inhale. Left arm opens, thread it through. breathing here. On the next inhale, lifting the arm and start to draw circles on this side, one way, then the other. Exhale, plant that palm down. Rising up slowly, coming onto the knees. We're going to start to draw circles with the head, opening up the head, neck, and shoulders, one way, then the other. Let's finish off with some side body stretching, one way, then the other. A couple of cat-cows to end. Palms together, thumbs to heart center. Thank you for joining. Namaste. We did it.